from Knit Happens Teeside for the 44th week of 2025. My name's Annie, and the other night at knitting, let me think, Michael was there. He's still making scarves. I keep encouraging a blanket, but it's scarves at the minute. But he has made some mitts. He made some mitts during the week, and we got a picture of them. But we haven't seen them because I think he's already gifted them. So he's now working on a brown scarf with a trim round the edge. And I think they're all Christmas presents. So that's good, isn't it? He's getting through them. Jill was back on her socks. I think she's making the same pattern with the cables, but she's using the heel from the pattern that she's used to using so that the heel's in the right place, and she's got the eye of the partridge heel stitch. So she's made one and she's nearly made the other one. This has gone cold quick. It's proper coffee. I accidentally bought coffee beans, so I've been grinding them. But I did have a grinder, so that was good, wasn't it? So what was I working on? I can't show you because they all got given away. I was working on finger puppets. Every year for a long time now I have made finger puppets in crochet. So I would start with like a magic loop, and if you're American, it would be single crochet. In UK terms, would be double crochet, sort of 3 or 4 into the first loop, and then increase until it's the width of a small finger, and then crochet till it's as long as you think it should be, and then whatever else. So I've got another video that shows the things that I've made, but I really haven't made a pattern. I've just made them up. I mean, they are quite easy. And then I got a stroke of genius. Well, I don't know if it was genius, but I got an idea this time to use this colour, because I was rummaging about looking what I had, and this came out, and I thought, well, if you have Frankenstein's monster, I'll find some black, and then I'll stitch the nuts on the side of the neck with silvery colour. They all went. So even the ones that were leftovers from other years, like the spider, the ghost, and what else was there? Oh, there was a blue sparkly one, and there was a bat. With fabric wings. So they've all gone, so I've got to start from scratch next year if I do it, so I have to get thinking, but they really don't take long. So that's what I've been working on this week, because it only takes a few days to like make enough. We had just a few families came round with the small children. That's that, can't be destructive. And wasn't she destructive? I bought a bat from Auspicious Stitch at the Guild because she was selling some, and somebody else was selling some as well. So that was very risky business, because really I've got a lot of spinning to do without buying any more. And I went to bed that night and I heard the cat, because when she gets playful, she goes, she goes on like that. Oh, she's playing. And then I got up in the morning and found this. But it's not damaged, and I've rolled it back up. And I'll show you. If I remembered right, it's Corridale and merino, and it's got that bit of, you can see little bits of sparkle in it. So I've kind of tried to wrap it back up. I haven't weighed it. I haven't got a plan, but I absolutely love pink and orange together. And there was another one that was kind of like, was it orange and red or pink and red? That was really gorgeous as well. And some more subtle shades, but I like this one. So at the Guild, I did a little video of just the things that were for sale.
That's the usual one, the leather jacket is cool there.
So Helen was at the Guild, and she did take a spinning wheel, and somebody had given her some merino. Well, they'd given me some as well, because it was for helping out at one of the shows on the Guild stand, just to do demonstrations. And well, it's very slippy, and she's gone with something more grippy now. I think she was really sort of like I did. It wasn't a pleasure to spin, just merino. And I think it might be Corriedale that she's swapped over to. And it's some that I have actually. And it's such lovely soft colours in it. It's really pretty. Having said all that about slippy yarn, I think this is merino. But this isn't what Helen's working on. So this is what I'm spinning. And the cream through it is got really quite a sheen, which I think it's got silk through it. I haven't got it labelled, don't know where it's from. I think it might be merino. It does feel a little bit more grippy than that, and I'm not having any problem spinning it, but I don't think I ever do have any problem spinning things on the wee Peggy. Now, I don't think there's very much of this, but I'm going for sort of a 4-ply, because most of the things that I knit are 4-ply, so therefore I should be able to find something to make with it. Should have definite plans for anything that's a double knit, I think, because most of my spinning is a 4-ply. And I have got a little stash now of yarn that I have spun that I haven't made anything with. There was one other lady, so I was talking to her, and she had an old spinning wheel, and it was an old Lendrum. And she had that on double drive as well. And she mostly spins on double drive. She was trying to spin a 4-ply yarn, but it did look like it was going to be... It looked like lace, to be honest. I mean, 4-ply at a push, but I think she was aiming for double knit, but I don't think it was going to be double knit. It's just like spinning butter. So if you do spin and you've never tried double drive, I would strongly recommend it. But then again, when you go back to using the wheel that you've always been used to using, I found it a little bit, going back to the Traveller was a little bit challenging at first, and then I got back into the swing of it. But I do think it's somehow easier on your joints and everything. It's just like spinning butter. Or maybe that's not quite the right analogy, because like I can't spin butter and it would go all messy. Now, some of the people at the Guild took part in a craft, like a workshop, and it was felted balls. When I go there, I always just want to sit and spin, because some weeks or months, I mean, it comes round really quickly. Some months I don't do a great deal of spinning. And I just want to go and sit and spin, really, when I get there. So I didn't do it, but I was really impressed with what they made. And I've never done felted a bowl before, but I'm sure I could fathom it if I wanted to. Might do, but then again, if I did that, I'd have to make decisions on which fleece to felt and which fleece to spin. At the end of the week, we had the fireworks. And, well, everybody's seen fireworks, haven't they? But it went on for 20 minutes and my little granddaughter watched it all. She was in one of those sling things. She was on the front of her mother, just watching them. I think she really enjoyed it. But she was tired, especially with the change in the clocks. So, yesterday, Tim and I went to Castle Eden Dene. Dog panting, that house there. Oh, there's a bed post box. That house was the old blacksmith's. Is this Castle Eden top end? It's the two, because there's like the top bit and the bottom bit, isn't there? There's more of it further down, isn't there? Up at the bottom there. Look at this little chocolate box cottage. It says keep clear. Oh look, they're doing some work on it. Ah, they're working in the church as well. There's a portaloo. Be alright if you need the loo. It's an ancient woodland and it's kind of got its own microclimate because it's by the sea and it's like a gorge and it runs out, it does actually come out onto the beach, and it's been the same for forever because it's, you know, it's not been ever been able to be cultivated. When you get there, there's an old church called St. James's. And it's not been used as a church for the last 9 years. It did look like there's a portaloo in the front, in the church garden at the front. So I think somebody's bought it and they're planning to make it a home. It's grade 2 listed, and so is the castle. So we had a mooch about the church and the churchyard, but it was very run down, and there was all this. So actually, we were looking around somebody's garden, but there was no lock on the gate, so we just went in for a mooch and a look at the graves. And that's it, isn't it? If you buy a church that's in a graveyard, surely you must need to leave access, because actually further up the back, they might change the path, because at one side, further back, there was a big churchyard that we've never seen before. We didn't know it was there. I was just being nosy and wondering what was around this next corner, and we found like a whole massive church graveyard. So I think they might change the path to that so people don't tromp through the front garden. It's all a bit peculiar, that, isn't it? But I mean, I'll see how it goes. And opposite that, there is a gorgeous little. So this isn't much about knitting, is it? There's a bit more to show you yet. So if you don't hang up yet. I like a chocolate box cottage. I have had a right good look at it when it was for sale, and it's not very big for, you know, it'd be good for living in, but actually just living in, and you wouldn't have hobby rooms or anything like that. So I took a picture by the door because it was a door that I, unlike a lot of people, I wouldn't have to duck to get through. And then we went into down the big long drive that goes to the Dene, but that's somebody's drive, and it's the Castle Eden Castle. It was built around the 1700s, and it is now available to go for a holiday. What's it got? A bar, a pool room in the cellar, and lots of bedrooms and 4-poster beds, and it's all very sort of fancy. And there weren't any prices about how much it would be to stay there for the night, as you could imagine. That's also, I did say that was also grade 2, and it's in 14 acres of land. And I suppose their land will go to the sea, maybe. Probably. Now when we go there, and there's a palm house along the side of it, which you can see along the front that you're looking at. When we go there, we have a little route that we do. So it's a few miles long, but we do like a little circular that's a couple of miles walk, but it's very steep downhill, very steep uphill. Well, there's loads of mushrooms at this time of year, but I don't know what to do with any of the mushrooms. The person that knows what to do with the mushrooms is Blind with Becca. Now, she knows all about foraging for mushrooms in this season. And I did comment on one of her videos that we don't really go for woodland walks very often, and then I remembered, well, we do. We have the Dene. It's one of my favourite places. It's so fresh with all those trees that you can just feel like you're being bathed in oxygen. That's what it feels like to me. I'd love to live right next to it. I think you would have a very long and healthy life if you lived right next to it and you ate the right things and did the right exercise, maybe. But yeah, it's just such a wonderful, wonderful place.
From Durham, it was sold for £1.
Yeah, I think I remember it being for sale. It's been...
I love the glass conservatory.
Oh, look at that. Well, it's very pretty when it's not got scaffolding up.
Yeah,
What's with the roof thing on it?
they probably need it on to keep the water out.
A cover while they do it.
Hopefully.
Well, you'd think if it was sold for £1, that the reason it was sold for £1 was because it needed a new roof. Like, what, 20 years ago?
That's probably one of the conditions, eh?
Yeah, but at the bottom you can see, you've just walked in front of me, there's is that the conservatory, those windows across the bottom there? It's like a garden room, but it's all apartments now. Right, oops. No, you don't want to see me.
And that's a croquet lawn, because I've seen it from the front.
Been cutting my fringe, what do you think? Don't like YouTubers going about the hair all the time. And there's my other half. He needs a haircut.
I went up to it once, I sneaked through off the path, and I had a sneaky look up the gap. It's all box trees.
Alright.
Gorgeous, and the croquet lawn surrounding the box trees surrounding the croquet lawn.
Very nice. But we're not going there, are we? We're going in the woods.
No.
It's just, there's so many trees here, there's a really fresh feel, and I think it's just like being bathed in oxygen from all the trees. The Castle Eden. So that's up to the house.
Going to open it up. This is the old coach house now, doesn't it? Like a pub sign.
Oh, alright. But we're going in here. In the Dene.
Come on, doggies.
Go on, Lammy.
Come on.
Look at that. Can you eat it though? Phew, I don't know. In here in a storm, would you? Imagine it all creaking in a storm. It's ancient woodland, isn't it? Because
You
you couldn't farm it or do anything with the land.
Yeah, that's it.
And there was something on the poster about these plants. They're quite sort of unique to this habitat. The ferns and the... Because it's damp, isn't it? There's moisture in the air.
Yeah, it's called a microclimate.
That's it. And David Bellamy likes it here. Oh, he did. It's very steep. So it's a dune, it goes right down. And it leads to the sea. Still going downhill. Are your knees alright? Look at that. Yeah. It's always a good place for a walk on a Sunday afternoon. There doesn't ever seem to be very many people here. Which is very, very strange. They'll all be in shopping centres and places like that. Or maybe just with the family.
A lot of rain. It's come down from Durham, probably somewhere. To flush that through.
Now I'm thinking Jurassic Park. Aren't you? It's like the really little one was a scary one, wasn't it? When he couldn't see it because of his glasses. Yes, this is more Jurassic, this bit. Uphill now. I used to run up here. Bet that takes some doing. Securing the footpath. Slowly go up it, he said. And then he starts ratching about. Come on, doggies. Don't lose him. Don't know what he's doing. The other side, you can just see it through the trees.
Which bird song? I was looking at the birds. It's a sign of the time. They've been dying. Or just a bit. Oh, the men's been a lot.
How nice is that?
shifting through the trees.
Yeah. We're on a shady side now.
There you go. A lovely Hollywood. There you go.
Downhill again? There's a surprise down here, I think. There's the valley. Through the trees. Some lovely colours. What's this? I can see the surprise. Downhill again. Look at that. Get to the middle. Is this the middle? What can you see down there? It's very dangerous. It's what do you call it, a gorge?
Suppose you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah. And that lump of rock over there has got, it juts out, it's got trees growing out of it. It's very steep. Uphill again. I think we're near the end now. Down. We've seen two families. We've seen a couple of children and a chap with a couple of lads, I think there. Look at that tree there. It's huge. You know, in Canada, giant redwoods, yeah, not as big as that. What's that, doggies? What is it? It's a jay. Do you remember when we first got Lottie, we came here? I think they were the pictures we were looking at the other day. And she was hiding on the hills from people when other people came. I just saw something flitting across the path. He just wants to ratch about. This is the wooded clearing that I remember. Because it's a weird shape, isn't it? How it just goes in like that. This is back out again through the gates. Do you think it used to be a drawbridge? Oh, it's chained up that side, eh? Or is it just the big gate that's chained up? Yeah. Are you going home, Lottie? Lottie! Lottie knows her way. And there's hardly anybody walking around it. So there was us and we saw 2 other little groups. There were families and that was it. Anyway, you'll see all about that, or you've seen all that, depending on how I edit it together. Right, I must drink this coffee. I don't ever need to grind more. My daughter said it should be a little bit rough ground, coarse ground, not too powdery, because of the surface area or something like that. Well, so what I have been working on, just like last night, is my, well, let's call it 1984, because that's about the time I knitted it the first time with black mohair, and I've gone a little bit more. Get my hair out of the way so you can see it. I've gone a little bit more subtle. Now I've cast off this is the front, and I don't want my neck to be too high, and I have made the back higher than the front, but I'm making it up as I go along. I might still need to, so I think I might just put some rectangular sort of saddle shoulders, but not inbuilt, not in knit. So this is the back, which I did last night. And I just need to finish that off and then see where I go from there. So more of this next week probably, because I think I'll be on this now, because this is for enter into the puritanical knitting fun run, which is being, oh there, everything's gone, which is being hosted by the politically incorrect knitters. So it's Knit Something Dark. And it used to be black, but she's got a little bit more lenient with the rules. So this is my entry for that, and I think the sleeves might be quite quick, so I might get done by the end of this month, because that's the plan. Now I think I've told you about everything, but the highlight of my week was definitely the fireworks, because there was my daughter and a boyfriend, and my son and his girlfriend, and the baby, and me and Tim all went down, because the firework display is near where we live, so we don't have to be in a massive traffic jam trying to get in and get parked. People were parking all over the flower beds on the seafront, and we just walked down and walked back. And then when we're walking back, you can't cross the road because there's so many. Can you see? I think having a hot flush. Steamed up a bit and gone a bit pink. So I think that's it for this week. Right then, more news, maybe next week.
Oh, went to Morrisons and got some yarn.